Yo, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, coming at you with my second edition. I'm in the corner right now because I've been misbehaving and everything, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna be in the corner and I'm gonna talk my shit. You feel me? So I've been on Clubhouse, like the majority of us. For those of you who don't know about Clubhouse, you need to go on and check my bio, join my room, the Truth Lounge, because we deliver truth. We don't care about your feelings because feelings and the truth don't always coexist, you feel me? So I'll be looking for that in the bio. But man, we talking about black people and we're talking about Kooning and we're talking about a lot of different things. And I'm just gonna we gonna keep it a bill, right? Keep it a bill. Reality check, all right? A lot of niggas are not in a position to Koon. Walk with me on this one, all right? This is a marathon. We ain't rushing. We gonna walk, we gonna take our time. So, what do I mean? If you look at, let's take 100%, Black America. We're gonna talk about America. We ain't talking about Africa, we're not talking about the Caribbeans, we're not talking about islands, we're not talking about none of that. Black Americans, right? The 1% in the country, about 1%, I didn't do no stats on this, I didn't look this shit up yet. I'm gonna look it up, all right? But I'm pretty sure that I'm close to accurate with this number. Out of the 1% that is rich, the richest people in the world, how many of those 1% are Black American? Not Black African, not Black Caribbean or Black anything or brown, but Black American. And I want to say maybe 0.1, 0.2 of that 1% may legitimately hold that title, may be in that ranking. Now, the other 10% of Black people, well, the other 9% of Black people are, well, we'll just say 9.8%, 9.9%, okay, you feel me? Are making 100K or more. That's where they're at, the average. So now, where does that leave us? That leaves us with about 90% of the rest of Americans, right? Black Americans. Out of the 90%, you have an average that's gonna fall under 100K, an average. I'm talking about individually, not family-based, because some people will say, well, family-based, I make 150. Okay, but you're making maybe 75. Your wife may be making 75, or your partner making 75. We ain't getting semantics here. But the point is, a lot of us are not in a position to Koon because we don't have enough money to Koon. Now, some of us, we good. It's like, man, listen, man, I'm all down for my black shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a roll with black people. Bottom line, I don't give a shit. But let's be realistic. Let's just go and keep it a bill. Donald Trump, there's a lot of people who don't rock with him. There's a lot of people who don't like him for obvious reasons or whatever the case you may have. But right now, if Donald Trump said, listen, man, I'm gonna give you $1 million to support your business. Because there's a lot of entrepreneurs, since the pandemic. And so a lot of people are coming out with their own, gifts and like their abilities. And they're like, you know what, I can make money off this. I'm gonna monetize this and everything else, right? If Donald Trump said, right now, I'm gonna give you $1 million to support your business. You know what, no. $500,000. Being too generous. $250,000, $250,000. I'm gonna invest this money into your business, and all I need for you to do is get up and go on my platform when it's re-election time, and I need you to get every black person to vote for me. I don't care, they may look at you crazy, but I want you to do this for me. How many of you are willing to say, you know what, bro, the way you move, the way you talk, the way things, man, I don't know about you. Oh, and by the way, he ain't lying to you, by the way. He said this is upfront money. This is cash money. And bottom line, if I get more votes, if I get certain votes in this particular community, in this certain area, I'm going to give you an extra 75K. We're going to make it 325. I like that number. Shit, just roll with me on that one. Let's be real. Out of the 90% of people who do not have access to $100,000 or more, or to that multi-billion-dollar status, how many of you are going to actually say no? And my personal opinion, you can say what the fuck you want to say. My personal opinion is 2 to 3% of you will say no. The other 87 to 88% are going to say yes. Why? Because at the end of the day, it is about self-interest. Call it for what it is. We can say whatever the fuck we want to say. It is about self-interest. We move in self-interest. A lot of people move in self-interest. People vote for self-interest. People take certain positions in companies for self-interest. And you know what you can call that black person? You can call him a coon. You can say you're booty clapping. The reality is a lot of motherfuckers are gonna go out there and they're gonna coon and booty clap to get that money. Why? Because it's self-interest. We live in a capitalistic country where money talks, the bullshit walks. And you can say what you want. Because at the end of the day, are you more concerned about what people think about you or feel about you, or are you concerned with taking care of your family? Let's be honest about it. And some of you may say, well, all right, D, what would you do, nigga? You talking all this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I ain't gonna say yes or no. I can't tell you that because truthfully, I ain't been put in that position. I could hypothetically say I wouldn't do it because of who I am and what I stand for, my morals and ethics and all that kind of stuff. But then another part of me is like, well, shit, I might say yes. I don't know. Because it's self-interest. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. $100 is not a lot of money until you need it. $50 is not a lot of money until you need it. $1,000 is not a lot of money until you need it. So the reality is we go off of our needs. If I need it, I'm going to reconsider my position because there are people who are in that status quo of making money, and you know what they do to maintain their wealth, to maintain the longevity of their money? They make decisions based off of that alone. They don't care about the average person because the average person is not keeping them where they're at. That's the bottom line. And we got to be realistic about it. We have to be realistic about it. And the only time people with money make moves is when people with no money, who's helping that person make money, starts to move differently. Then they realize, oh shit, I'm losing money. Let me kind of, as we call it now, move the goalposts. Let me go and switch it over. Let me scoot it because I ain't trying to lose my money. I ain't trying to lose my revenue. But the reality is people will say whatever the fuck they gonna say until they're in a position where they now gotta back it up. That's why I'm in the motherfucking corner right now. I'm in this corner because I'm talking truth. And usually when you talk truth, you don't make many friends. Matter of fact, you make more enemies and more haters, but you know what they tend to do with you? Respect you. They respect you. Because it's like, man, I can't stand that nigga. That nigga always talking shit. But the question is, does the shit make sense? Because it's all about frequencies, how you moving, how you living. You remember that? How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What? It living in color. That's how we living, man. But everything ain't color. There's some gray areas in this shit. And a lot of motherfuckers are afraid to go into the gray because it has no certainty to it. It has no attachment to it. You don't know what you walk into when you walk into the world of gray. I live in that motherfucker because the reality is it works. Gray exposes things because what looks black and white when you go into gray, it's all gray. And everything that looks wrong can be right. Everything that looks right can be wrong. That's why the world of gray is so controversial. Welcome to the world of gray. So follow, subscribe, because a nigga trying to go live on YouTube and y'all making that shit really difficult for me. Y'all making it difficult, all right? Too difficult. I'd rather do a 10-minute live video than a 10-minute pre-recorded video. Shit, that's difficult. Follow a nigga. Talk to y'all later.